Oh my
Jesus
god.
Christ.
Hi, Craig.
That's loud.
Okay. Hold on, I'll be right back. Actually, I got it.
Alright. Ooh, ASMR, eh?
What's going on, guys? My name is Julius, and I'm joined by my co-host Caden.
What is this, the actual intro?
Yeah,
Oh, hey guys.
and this is the Misfortune Podcast.
Hell yeah.
First topic of the day,
Yes.
and I'm gonna pose this question to the viewers as well.
Ooh.
Who here on September 20th, 2019, is going to be present at Area 51?
I know I am. Already booked
Same.
my tickets. Yeah,
You got any
I'm excited.
weapons? You got any
Any
weapons or?
weapons? Yeah, I hooked myself up with the Halo energy sword.
Oh, nice.
Ready
A
to go
great
in.
choice. I'm sure they'll have a lot of those
Yeah, I bet.
in that place. How did you get your hands on one of them?
Don't ask me. Ask the guy in my closet.
Does he tell you things?
Uh, he tells me many things.
All right. Okay, so I'm reading the Wikipedia page for Area
All right.
51.
Yeah.
Apparently, the correct name for the facility is Homey Airport.
Incorrect. It's Area 51.
No, it's called Homey
Oh,
Airport,
oh, that's the
according to
real
the
name.
CIA.
Okay.
Yes. So already they're giving us clues that our homies are in there, right? Our alien
Yeah.
homies.
Ready to be busted out.
That's a hint.
I mean, but the thing is, though, whenever people think about aliens, they think like, the typical alien look.
Yeah, like the
The
grays.
aliens, yeah, right. The big eyes, the massive forehead.
Right.
But aliens can really look like anything. Like it could look like a dog for all we know, and that'd still technically be considered as an alien.
Yeah, man. I mean, they could be beyond like even human perception even.
Right.
How many people have actually signed up for the thing on Facebook?
I think it's like close to 500,000.
8 hours ago, 1 million backers
Oh my god,
reported
that
by
is a
NPR.
massive amount.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's a lot.
The, the US
Like
Air Force responded to it apparently.
mm, what did they say?
Okay, this is what the Air Force said. The Air
Okay.
Force spokeswoman, Laura McAndrews, told the Washington Post, Area 51 is an open training range for the U.S. Air Force, and we would discourage anyone from trying to come into the area to train American armed forces. The U.S. Air Force always stands ready to protect America and its assets. First of all, bullshit. You guys are hiding
Nice try,
aliens, and you
Laura.
know it. Yeah, nice try, Laura.
Nice one. Yeah, we know
We're
you.
not sheeple. We're not
We know you're
sheeple,
hiding
okay?
things.
We know you're hiding shit.
Yeah.
And also, you know this is gonna want to make people go even more, right?
Oh yeah. Oh hell yeah. Like
At,
people,
at, at least online.
people know that there's things going on.
There's
People
gotta
know
be,
that there's
man.
shit going up in Area 51.
There's gotta be something.
The 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 citizens deserve to know. We have rights. You
Yeah,
know.
god damn it.
I know that I, for one, I'm going in there, guns blazing. I'm about to get some alien shit and haul ass.
I
Like
mean, dude, what if we went in there and we just found reptilians, bro? Reptilians?
Reptilians.
Those things are
Describe
terrifying, man.
describe reptilians.
A reptilian man.
Yeah. Oh, like a reptile man, like from the
Yeah, pretty much like a humanoid.
from like
Like,
the
yeah,
Guillermo del
yeah,
Toro
man.
movie.
Like
The
they got like scales and shit all over, man.
right,
And they just
right,
got like these little tongues that come out.
right.
They like
Fucking slither all over you.
they're like
Yeah. You don't want to see those. We want to see some aliens.
we don't want to see those.
Yeah.
If there were just some boring ass grays, like honestly, that'd be pretty disappointing.
Like I don't know. I even if there was just some really boring aliens in there, I would still try and take one. I mean, it's aliens, you know.
I mean, yeah, right. But
I don't know.
someone pointed this out. I feel like our interaction with aliens should be a bit more like uh natural and like
Right.
just like organic and like, oh look, people and they come from another planet and they're just here now.
I mean, but the thing is, they did seek us out,
They did, man.
unless we have seeked them
Goddamn,
out.
the government they shut them down, man. They
Yeah.
locked them up in those cages.
I mean, unless maybe we have seeked them out in the past, like Battleship.
Or they
You know that
came
movie,
here, man, like the ancient aliens type shit, bro, and they made the
like
pyramids, dude.
like uh like Men in Black,
Yeah,
like how the World Fair was a cover up for aliens.
it was.
It was that true story, bro.
That's that's a fact.
It is. It is a
Uh,
fact. Don't argue.
I mean,
I don't know. I think that there really are aliens, though. I mean, it's hard to think that there's nothing else out
it's a
there.
like a huge big ass universe out there, man. Like
It's massive.
I can't imagine. Like
Yeah,
there's no other living beings out there.
there has to be something. You know.
Uh, but yeah, I mean, okay, if I'm being for real though, I honestly think Area 51 shit, it's gonna die in like August. The shit's probably gonna die like super early August. Like August 1st, everyone's gonna forget about this shit.
Oh yeah, no, I guarantee you. Like by the time that it actually rolls around, they should have set up the petition to. I said that right.
A
Petition.
little
Yeah,
earlier, man. We need
yeah,
to
a little
act.
bit
We need
earlier.
to act now.
Yeah, we need to do something,
Uh,
and we need to do it now.
but no, it's gonna die, and then when some September 20th comes around, it's gonna be like, oh, you guys remember that thing? And then
Yeah,
no one will give a shit
and
anymore.
since it's September, the government's gonna relate it to some 9/11 shit and be
Yeah,
like, do you want this to repeat again? Did you see how much of a tragedy this was to our country? Which, I mean, obviously it was, but
we're
still.
gonna fucking kill you guys if you come up to Area 51.
You can't use 9/11 as a front for citizens deserving to know, like, what you're hiding, what the government is hiding. But I don't know. I'm
Yeah.
excited, you know?
Okay.
Gonna
I
bust out
have,
of the chopper and raid the beaches like Normandy, you know?
bro. Everyone will be tired of shit just like driving there. What
I
like
guarantee you, like 200 people are gonna show up max.
yeah, 200 like max, probably around 30 at the least.
I mean, obviously there are gonna be some people who show up there
Right, just
because
some randos who are like, yeah.
there are people who are dumb enough to do it. You know,
But if this builds up enough clout, guys,
if it
we
keeps on
can make
going,
it. We can make it. We can see. We can find
we can open our
unimaginable
third eye.
unimaginable technology and new life forms, man.
We're
It's
gonna
just
walk
crazy.
into Area 51 like what's that guy from Black Panther walked into Wakanda? That's gonna be like,
Killmonger.
whoa, no, not Killmonger. What's the white dude's name?
Oh
Uh,
shit.
the
Oh
Hobbit,
right. Martin Freeman.
Martin Freeman. Yeah, like Martin Freeman walked into Wakanda. Except he don't walk because, like, from what I remember, he got shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Wait. I mean, how long? How long? I'm looking it up right now. How long exactly has Area 51 been around?
been there.
How long has it been around?
I don't know. Like, you mean Area 51 is a whole thought? Like the government's hiding something in
The
a
no,
base, or the
just
actual
the
base?
base itself. Oh, okay.
Since what, the 90s? Because that's when Independence Day came out. 90s or 80s?
Okay. It says the airfield, Homey Airport, I guess. It began service in 1942.
Holy shit, that's a lot longer than I would have got. I would have figured like 60s,
So if
70s.
we're going by these theories,
Yes.
they've been locking dudes up. They've been locking aliens up since like the
The
40s.
40s.
So who knows how many species, how much technology is inside of there, man?
I, I don't think
It's
anybody
gonna be a
knows.
it's gonna be a diverse group.
It will.
We're gonna
There's
need
going
them
to
all
be
represented. Need them all represented in media.
there's going to be creatures from all over the universe. It's going to be like some Guardians of the Galaxy type
Yeah,
beat
there's gonna
shit.
be fucking xenomorphs. It's gonna be bro. What if the fucking Skrulls are in there, dude?
Oh, the Skrulls.
Oh, shit.
Dude, Skrull invasion, but actually like real?
But
That'd be scary.
IRL.
IRL, gone wrong, cops called.
Yeah, like some xenomorphs in there. But maybe some predators. Or
Ooh,
oh, you want to know what I think's in there, man?
what do you think's in there?
I I think there's a Demogorgon in there, bro.
Oh shit,
Which
which brings us
brings
to our
us
next topic. Ooh,
to
nice
our next
segue.
topic.
um,
Fucking kill me.
Stranger
Uh,
Things. You've seen it, I've seen it.
Stranger Things season 3.
It's a good one. I think it's my
Uh,
favorite.
I think it's my favorite season as well.
It's
Um,
it's a little bit more violent. Did you notice that?
it's a little more violent, pretty gory, honestly.
Yeah. Two F bombs are dropped by Will Byers and
The F bomb.
Billy. I don't know his last name. Billy, dude, that was a
Okay.
crazy scene.
Okay, beforehand, we just want to say spoiler alert.
Spoilers.
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 I'm gonna say spoilers
Yeah.
10 times. Spoilers, 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 spoilers. Okay, I said it ten
Spoilers.
times, so the emphasis should be even greater than if I just said
Spoilers,
it
boys.
once. Okay,
If you have not finished Stranger Things
this is the
season 3,
threshold, and I'll put the times I'll put the timestamp in the video to when you can skip to when we stop
yeah,
talking about it if you want to keep listening. Uh,
video or uh MP3 file, because
right,
you might
I
be
should probably
listening to
provide that.
this.
Right, I didn't account for those people, man.
No, that's all right. You if so
I
people
failed
listening
them.
on
I failed
YouTube,
them.
people listening on YouTube,
It should be in the
if you
video.
haven't seen yet, we are on Spotify now.
Yeah, we're on Spotify. So
Hopefully,
check us out on there if you just want to listen and not,
hopefully permanently,
annoy me.
because last time I checked, you have to pay to be on our hosting service for like longer than 3 months. And I'm not
Right.
100% sure when the first episode came out, but our uh, our trial time might be
Probably gonna
expiring,
expire.
so yeah, we might have to start paying for our podcast.
I'll provide a timestamp for. Okay. I've actually seen some podcasts do this where they provide timestamps for like when each topic begins.
That's what a
Uh,
lot of the podcasts I listen to
right.
do.
So I'll actually start doing that.
Yeah, put
So
timestamps in the description.
if you're listening on Spotify, you'll see it in the description.
Yeah.
So
Well,
Stranger Things 3.
what was your favorite part of the season?
My favorite part of the season.
Yeah.
Man. Honestly,
You like the whole season?
uh I love the part like visually whenever they're all throwing fucking fireworks at the mind flayer.
That looked awesome.
That was cool as
That
shit.
looked really good.
That was
That
cool.
was.
Uh
Yeah.
so Stranger Things, right? Way back in 2016.
Was
Uh
it actually 2016? Oh wait, it
yep,
was. It was like
2016,
September 2016, right?
July 2016.
Ooh, man, that was a
Crazy.
long time ago. Well, I mean, you see in the flashbacks of like when the
They're
kids are
young
thinking
as
back,
shit.
they're a lot younger than I
They
remember
are
them being.
babies. So season 1, my thoughts on season 1, fantastic. I think it's fantastic. It's a really good mystery, and it's a really good season to rewatch.
It's really a strong start to the season
Right.
or to the series. I'm sorry.
Season 2, upon first viewing, I thought it was not that great. But then when I rewatched it in advance before season 3 came out, I was like, wow, this is actually really good. I actually really like it now. Uh,
Hmm.
I'm still debating whether I like season 1 or 2, but
I
season
think
2
I
is still
like
very good.
I think I like season 1 more than I like season 2, and I rewatched the first second season, but it was a while ago. I didn't rewatch it right before I watched the third season. I
Right.
watched it a while ago, and so I still don't have amazing memories of
Yeah.
the show. But from what I remember, I think I like season 1 more than I like season 2.
Hmm.
But I mean, I don't think season 2 is bad by any
Yeah.
means.
Well, season 2 does have that one like thing that drags it down. That one really bad episode where Eleven goes out on her own and
Oh
finds
my
like
god.
this group of like these outcasts, these misfits who don't belong, and she's like a bad girl now, and it's like,
Okay,
oh my
I liked that episode,
you
but
did?
I swear to God, no. Okay, I liked aspects of that episode. I liked the
Okay.
fact that she wasn't the only one, but they do nothing with it, and I expected them to
Yeah.
do something with it, like they discover like another one because what from what I
Yeah.
remember, what the one in that season was 8,
8, right?
8, yeah. So I expected them to like find another one and get help from
Okay.
them, and like new powers were added, but no, they haven't done anything since that episode.
Right. That it feels like that was just kind of left hanging this season.
It definitely
The
was.
I thought the girl, the number 8, I thought her powers were cool,
Her
where she could
powers
like
were very cool.
shit.
She
Uh,
was a telepath, but in a different way
they just didn't
from
they didn't
Elle.
really do anything with it.
Yeah,
It was just kind of tropey, and it really wasn't needed. You could have literally excised that entire episode and just have Elle roll up and be like, "I just went to the city" or some shit. Or it could have
yeah,
been like part of another episode, and they just have like the
right.
scenes spliced in. Because
Well, I
honestly,
mean,
there's not a lot of not a lot of content going on in that
yeah,
episode.
I don't think they would have had an issue with taking that episode out or adding it to a different episode because that is the longest season by one episode. So if they would have
Yeah,
taken it out, they all would have been equal.
uh,
I was
I, I
really hoping that there was
I
an extra.
I do admire them for trying to do something different with that episode,
Oh
but
yeah, for sure.
I digress.
Yeah,
So season 1, great. Season 2, really good. Uh, season 3 is just phenomenal,
season
man.
3 is a prime for
From
now, at least.
the get go, uh, it just from the first episode, it seemed really off to me. I was like,
Right, right.
this is weird. Why? Because this season has a notably lighter tone.
You think the
And
season's lighter?
not in its darker parts. Its darker parts are probably its darkest it's had.
Oh
But I
yeah.
think there's a lot of lights, like
Actually, no, no. I agree with you now that I
light
think about it.
humor and stuff, and like light subplots. Uh,
Right.
whereas rewatching the first season, I was like, holy shit, this is like a pretty much a drama the entire time, with the exception of a few like I don't know, a few funny scenes, I
Yeah.
guess. Uh,
But
but
no, they were throwing quips left and right while they
right,
were getting like full scale assaulted by this massive tornado demon
yeah,
monster thing.
which that thing is cool as shit.
That
I
thing
really like
is
that thing.
cool. Do you like the
Uh,
smaller one more, or do you
yeah,
like the bigger one?
that one was really cool too. Like the
That
little,
one was cool.
kind of like a crab almost. Like
Yeah, like the two guys join
yeah, that was insane.
seeing Jonathan beat the shit out of them. Dude, okay. That I think might have been the darkest part when what's his name?
Right.
Jonathan like
Yeah.
stabbed the guy in the throat. Dude, that was
Yeah.
crazy.
Okay. I wanna point out one thing that's really cool. I feel like 11 in this season is more badass than she has like been
Oh,
before.
100%. Yeah.
The way she like the scene where they're in the hospital, and the crab thing's about to like murder Nancy,
And she
and
just
11
chucks
just
it out the window.
like Hulk style almost, just like
Yeah.
throws it everywhere, and it's super awesome. Uh,
I think I think my favorite scene of 11 using her powers is when her and Billy are fighting at the pool and
Yeah.
she throws the
Oh, that was
she
cool.
throws the whatever it's called, the bar at him, and it
Yeah.
slams him against the wall, and you can see it digging into the wall and crushing him.
Right.
That was badass.
Well, and that scene is so good. It's so
It's
effective because
powerful.
yeah, in the previous seasons, it's like the most that would happen to 11 is like, oh, she gets a nosebleed and she's gonna pass out. It-
Yeah.
Man,
She
in
moved a
this
train
battle,
barely, but
she
like
was
this time
right. She was
she's going
getting
Ultra
choked out
Instinct in
by.
this season.
She was getting choked out by Billy, man, or not
Yeah.
really Billy, like the Mind Flayer,
Yeah.
but man, that was just insane. I have to say, I really enjoyed the entire plot with Hopper and Joyce, and them like going around and like trying to figure shit out. That was really good to me.
God, can I get a rip to Alexi?
Elephant. Okay, let's do some tributes now.
Alexi, dude,
Rest in peace, Alexi, bro. Alexi is
I
so awesome.
Alexi was the best. Like
He's
a
Cherry
convicted
Slurpee.
child murderer.
Uh, they made you feel for him, which I
Oh,
just
they really did.
I fucking hate, and it was so quick too. It was like, boop, like what the
But dead. The Russian Terminator comes and kills him.
yeah. Uh,
I when
Sad
I
as shit.
first saw him, I didn't expect like to have any emotions for him at all. Like he
Mhm.
was just a character that
I thought he was gonna get
somewhat
like
added to the
randomly
plot.
shot.
I thought he was going to get killed like in the first 10 minutes of us like
Right.
knowing him.
Uh, but
But
no,
then
they
he
made us
becomes
sympathize
like
with him.
one of our favorite characters.
Uh,
There's a world record likes page for Alexi.
really?
Yep.
Uh,
It's I just saw it today. It has like a 1.5 million likes, I believe, from what I saw.
shit.
So can I
Um,
ask you a question?
what's up?
Did you tear up or cry at the end of when? All right, again, major spoiler alert here.
Of course.
Did you cry when Hopper died?
I actually didn't. Uh, and the reason why is I was like, man, I mean, he really has nothing to do now, does he? Like, he's just gonna. His daughter's dead, right? He's
Right,
just. And I feel like his character arc's been resolved. With Joyce on the adventure they've gone on. It was just a
right.
really nice closing. Also, we don't really know if he's
If
dead
he's
yet.
yeah, because the post
Uh,
credit scene.
it is certainly implied though.
I think originally I didn't think he was. Like I was like,
Right.
this has to be someone else. There's no way this is him.
Uh huh.
But after thinking upon it, I think it is him because
Yeah.
they always call him the American. All the Russians do,
Right.
and it doesn't technically show him when he dies. Joyce just pulls the keys,
And he just disappears.
and he's just gone. But the thing is, everyone else when they get
They got
electrocuted or whatever,
fucking
they're like
yeah.
disintegrated, and it's just a pile of ash. But
Right.
with him, there's just nothing.
He's just gone.
And you can see in the rails behind where he was standing, there was a big, like the rails were ripped apart,
Yeah.
which makes me think that maybe he fell off or he fell
Or
into the
something.
through the portal.
Uh. Also, F in the chat from my boy Billy. Went out like a
Billy,
G.
dude, I I wish they would have let him stick around a little bit longer. I wish they would
Insane.
have had an episode where he was like he had reverted back to his normal self and
Right.
he was helping everybody. But no, it was a heroic death though. It was really
Yeah.
badass
Certainly.
how he was just sitting there just taking like all the fucking stabs from
Uh huh.
the mind flayer, and he just sits up there and he
Yeah.
screams with
That was
just
insane.
blood everywhere on him,
That was
and he's
crazy.
just still holding it back. Yeah, that was awesome.
Uh. Okay. I know this is like a drastic like tone shift, but
Right.
uh was it just me or like when the first episode after like the Russian shit and I was like the show the Soviet flag and shit and the credits come up and then it cuts to Mike's room or Eleven's room. Did you, in that scene, did you find it really weird when she started talking like a person?
Oh my god, yeah, I totally. So
I
I
flipped out.
so like I didn't even realize this, but
Yeah.
it was what 2 years
I
since
think it was like a year because
uh,
it's usually a
was it
year.
Yeah, okay.
I can check.
It had been I guess like a year. So I guess she learned. She already had like. I think she sort of already knew how to speak,
Yeah, she
but
had
she
like.
just. Well, I mean, she knew how to speak more than she gave off in the first couple of seasons, but I think she just didn't,
hmm
or you know, because she was what I guess the educated guess like 12 or something in the
Right.
last, like 11 or 12 maybe in the last season. So I mean, she had to have picked up some pretty decent English
All
by
right. Yeah,
then,
it
but
was
she
it
just
was a year.
okay. So she had to have picked up some pretty decent
Yes, she knows
English by
like
then.
right, but she may not be picking up on like social cues or like
Yeah,
she didn't know
yeah,
what Illinois was.
because she was,
Uh,
yeah, because she was kept in a lab. But now,
right.
now she,
Now she actually has like yeah. Uh,
yeah,
Starcourt was cool, super. Like
Starcourt was dope as
I
hell.
love Starcourt as like a
Yeah.
setting. It was super cool.
Well,
Uh,
my my dad was watching the he watched it and he finished the show actually a day before I
right.
did,
Yeah.
and he said that it gave him like super nostalgic flashbacks because
Yeah.
he grew up in the 80s. He was born in 84,
hmm
but the malls that he went to were older,
Right.
so it still had that 80s feel to it.
Yeah, that was cool.
It
Uh,
was. I really liked how it looked.
you know what I like. So like first season, first episode, Will's fucking gone. Right. Like the journey of the season begins right there.
Right.
Season two, I think there's like maybe one or two episodes before shit goes down. I think in season three, it's like 3 episodes
It's a few episodes.
before
That's what I was thinking.
everyone like gets going, and I actually
Yeah.
found that really cool, and could potentially make this season the most rewatchable to me.
Right.
On top of it being like just fun as shit.
Because it adds to the individual characters, plot
Right.
lines. It's not just instant, like, here's the problem. It takes, I don't think all of them fully figure out what's, like, the overlying problem, the mind flayer
Yeah.
until the last couple of episodes,
One of the last right. Uh,
which is what I like. They all come together in the end, which is what happens in a lot of,
mhm.
I think, the other two seasons. But still, it's
Yeah.
more satisfying because it's everybody that we've known so far.
Yeah, that happens every season. Like the last couple episodes, everyone like joins together and like let's get this shit done. Uh, I thought the entire subplot with well, I don't want to say subplot because it's actually pretty huge, but the one with Steve, Dustin, Lucas's sister, and Robin,
Erica,
that
you
shit was
can't spell
cool.
America without
Erica,
Erica.
yeah, right,
So Steve is actually my favorite character
same,
of the show.
absolutely,
Dude, I love Steve. He's like the underdog now at this point. Like he was in the first season, he was a dick,
right.
right? But you sort of felt for him, and then the
hmm
second season, uh, he's sort of starting to come back and he's protecting all the kids. I loved the part in the second season where he's defending all the kids in the bus and
Right.
he has the bat with the spikes on it. He's just beating the shit out of all of them. That's my
Again,
favorite season
I'll go through the
or
seasons.
favorite part.
Like first season, he fucking sucked. Near the end, he was.
Yeah,
I was like, all right, you're fine, I guess. Second
yeah.
season, they just turned around and made him awesome. And season three is just my favorite character now.
Season 3, he's
He's fallen from the top of the
yeah,
world.
yeah. He was on top and now he's at the very bottom. He can't go to
Yeah,
college. I loved I love like the chemistry between him and what's her name,
Robin. That
Robin.
shit was
Yeah,
cool.
I loved even before they both knew that they liked each other. I
Right.
loved how she has like the board behind him. It's like you
Yes.
won, you
You.
suck, and he was trying to he like the girls walk in. He's like, hey ladies, didn't see you there. Welcome to
Yeah.
Flavor Town. Like I loved that part of him and
Scoops
uh
Ahoy. I want to
Scoops Ahoy, dude.
go there, man.
Scoops Ahoy is I probably the greatest location ever.
Yeah.
Like I love Scoops Ahoy crew.
Yeah.
They're awesome.
Okay. I have mixed feelings on this. Erica, is she overkill
I don't
to you?
I dude, I would have never. So she was in the first couple of seasons, but she barely had any
In
lines.
the second season, she was like she had like a couple snarky lines, and so
Yeah,
people.
I would have never guessed that she would have became like a
Like a
secondary
huge
character,
role, pretty much.
even. Like I would have always just thought she's there in the background, just
I
to, like
think she's
poke fun at all
cool.
the kids.
I think she's cool. It's just like I don't know. Sometimes it can be kind of overkill. But that may just very well be me.
I think a 9-year-old shouldn't be cussing like she does. That's what I think. Where are her parents in this?
Yeah. Clearly
um,
fucking nowhere because they fucking go to the mall all the time.
yeah. But no, I don't know. I mean, Erica, it was weird at first, but then you sort of started to get used to it, and you liked
Yeah, that's true.
how
I
her and Dustin were sort of like dissing each other, and
right. Okay. Uh, never ending story.
oh my god, dude, Neverending Story it's
Oh
one
my
of my favorite
god.
parts.
It,
I loved the fact that they had Never Ending from the lip. Okay, so I didn't recognize it at first. I just heard Never Ending Story, and then I realized like, oh shit, it's from the actual movie, The
yeah.
Never Ending Story, with the fucking massive dragon.
Right.
And, it's
It,
just so hilarious that they
yeah.
picked that song of any song.
It's
Oh my
yeah. It was a really good pick in terms of the song. I feel like that scene sums up everything else in season three, or a
god. Oh yeah,
majority of it.
but because it shows all the
Goofy as
characters listening
shit.
to it.
Goofy as shit in respects to the in respects to the tone of the show,
Right.
but they pull it off somehow. Like I
They
don't.
do pull it off, and then after that, it's just Hopper dies, and
Yeah,
like
it's
you're
like
happy, and then you're sad.
you're like, oh fuck.
Yeah, men, I gotta keep it real with you. This was the first TV show or movie that I've ever honestly, really, like, deeply cried.
Damn.
Like I cried in the last episode. It got so sad, I
Yeah,
think that so I don't know if you saw, but the Russo brothers posted a thing. Oh,
right.
you didn't see. You don't have an Instagram.
I do
The
not.
Russo brothers, they posted a thing on their Instagram, and it's a meme. You know what I'm talking about?
What? Sorry.
The handshaking meme, the two hands coming together, and
Yeah, yeah. Right, right.
yeah, it was on one side it was the Russos, and then on the other side it was the Duffer brothers,
Yeah.
and it was making fans cry. In my opinion, I think that the speech given by Hopper
Oh
while
shit.
everybody's leaving is more.
Oh.
It made me more emotional than Stark dying.
And that damn, that's like such a the Duffer Brothers would probably be super proud to hear that shit because this is like a 3-season show that's been out for like 3 years, and
Yeah,
fucking Marvel has been something that's been
it's
built up for like
been there for 11 years.
years.
Well, don't get me wrong.
Right.
Stark dying was really
It
sad.
was really sad, right? It was
And I
tragic.
mean, I think we knew it would happen eventually. Like somebody from the main line's gonna have to die.
Yeah, they're gonna have to go on.
But I don't know. I think it's more relatable. I think
Yeah,
that's why it
right.
mainly got me because it's all the kids and Will, like you can see. I think one of the things that got me is because Will, Jonathan, and Elle are moving away, and you can see Will like he is sobbing, he is
Yeah, he's
weeping,
super
and he's
sad.
like crying or hugging all of his friends while he's crying, and Nancy and Jonathan are saying bye, and
Right.
Will saying bye to Elle, and that's sad.
That is sad. I
That's really
agree.
sad.
And fucking the song from the earlier seasons.
What do you mean the song?
It was the one where they found Will's body in the first season.
Oh, was that the same song? Is
Yeah,
that
it
what
was
they
like a
played?
callback.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That makes it all the more sad. Why would they pick that song?
I don't know.
Speaking of Will, do you think he is completely underused in this season?
Yes and no, because I feel like his arc in like the first half of the season, like
I guess that's true. The
he
first season
destroys all the
was
I mean season three, where he fucking destroys Castle Byers.
that was an
That
emotional
shit
scene.
made me
That was
sad. That shit
powerful.
made me sad.
Yeah. But I mean, I
But
think
then
that's his best moment.
you're right. Then afterwards, he became kind of like
He was
a
just a
I know
tool.
these things about the Mind Flayer,
Yeah.
right?
He's like, oh shit, the mind flayer is here, but everybody else already sort of knows that's there.
Also,
So
there's
like,
not a lot for him to do other than that.
that's true. But I
Yeah.
mean, still though, I just feel
Right.
kind of bad that he's sort of underused. But at
Yeah.
the same time, I look back on it and he was sort of he was the main character in the first season without even being there.
Pretty much, yeah.
That was who everybody was concerned about.
Right, and that's why it was so weird for me this season to have Will be like an autonomous, like moving, like he has a personality and shit. It was like
Yeah,
super
that's true.
weird because
Because
in the past seasons he was either in a bed or he was just fucking gone. Like,
last season it was like, I'm sick. I'm throwing up
yeah,
slugs.
and
I'm getting
slugs coming out of my
assaulted by
mouth.
children on Halloween.
Yeah,
You know, but this season it's like he has his own personality, and this season you definitely see more of him than
yeah.
you have in the past. Like
Okay.
maybe even both seasons combined, the first and second season combined,
Oh,
you see him
definitely,
more in the third season.
definitely. I may be dumb as shit, right? But I'm just gonna ask this question: why is Elle going with Will, Jonathan, and Joyce?
I think the reason why is because, well,
I don't.
it'd be
Okay,
weird if she I'd be weird if she got some random parents.
true. Right, she can't go to some random ass home. I agree.
She barely knows Lucas or Dustin
I don't
or
think Mike's
Max.
parents would let her stay.
No, that'd be kind of weird
That
if you
would.
let your girlfriend stay with you. Like, as much as I wish that would happen, that just doesn't happen. Like, parents don't let that happen. But
Right,
I mean,
like,
then again, it is the 80s, and as you can see, these kids' parents clearly don't care.
and other than fucking Hopper, and that's the. Okay, no. I get it now because in the scene after all the shit goes down at the mall and she has like the where's Hopper look on her.
she's
Maybe
looking
Joyce
at,
like maybe
yeah.
Joyce is like man like kind of her face is kind of signaling like you're lost. You can come live with me if you want.
I think I think that Joyce sort of just took Elle underneath her wing because she was the
Right.
person who probably knew Hopper the best,
Mm,
you know. But I don't know. It is still kind of weird because if you
I
think
agree.
about it, like I bet that there's going to be even a little bit of like her new relationship with her new family with,
Right.
Jonathan and Will.
Which will be cool.
It will be cool, but I mean, still, it's you're gonna have to get used to it.
Yeah.
It's still kind of weird, but I don't know. I mean, it's not bad.
Yeah.
It's not like I'm mad about it.
We haven't even talked about the fucking subplot with Jonathan and Nancy, where they're working at the newspaper place with those sexist
I
ass.
I gotta be honest with you. I didn't like that.
I
It
didn't
just
enjoy it for the most part.
it was boring to me.
Until like after the fucking old lady eats the fertilizer.
That's true. Yeah.
That shit was weird.
After they walk in, yeah, that was really fucking weird. After they walk into her doing that, then it starts to heat. I think my favorite moment with them is when they're in the hospital, like the hospital scene, where
Yeah,
Nancy's beating the shit out of one guy
just
with the fire
tense.
extinguisher, and Jonathan originally he's getting beat the shit out of, but then he comes
Yeah,
back with the shears,
the
just
shears.
just
Yeah,
like knifes a guy in the throat.
yeah, you're right. Now that I think about it, I feel like compared to the other seasons, this one's like lights are the most light, and its darks are like the most dark.
Oh yeah, for sure. Because
Yeah,
they're like both throwing. I remember how they were debating new Coke versus the
yeah,
original Coke, while Al was
yeah.
just sitting there trying to like
Yeah.
save the day.
Okay, I would. I fucking love the scene where
So,
Max and 11 are spying on the boys using her telepathic
oh,
powers because that's some shit
oh
you
yeah,
would do as like a teenager, like
yeah,
doing.
that's totally true.
So it was weird to see her use those powers, not like a serious context, but like
Yeah,
I'm spying on the boys.
you know what really like deeply grossed me out is when
What was that?
Elle got bit by
Oh shit, that
Elle
was
got bit,
crazy.
and then not Nancy, Jonathan, like used a knife and
Yeah.
cut her leg
Ooh.
open, and then she used her telepathic powers to literally like get the little shit out of her leg,
Yuck.
and
Hated
that was gross, dude. I
that
couldn't
was
watch that. I
gross.
had to cover my eyes because I don't like stuff like that.
Right.
I really don't like stuff like that.
Uh, so what do you think's if you have like any thoughts of what might happen next season, do you like have any predictions?
Well, I think time-wise, it's gonna happen because you remember at the end of the season, um, Mike and Elle are talking about how uh, Mike said it's okay for her to come over like for Christmas and Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
I think that it's going to happen at that time, except
right.
it's going to take them, longer than they're not going to be able to come out with the, by this
Mm,
Christmas or this Thanksgiving. So I think it's going to happen. I think they're going to come out with it next Christmas or Thanksgiving,
that's likely, yeah.
but it's going to take
Or
place in the
like
same year.
yeah, or like early 2021.
Yeah.
It's they may very well. I think they may very well to a place where it's like this might go like a countrywide adventure maybe.
Yeah, I mean,
That'd be pretty fucking cool.
it would be cool, but at the same time, I really like it,
In Hawkins,
in Hawkins, but at the
right?
same
I
time,
agree.
it has to go somewhere. And I think what's going to happen is, or maybe, who knows? This might,
Right.
because people are so attached to the characters, this might not actually end up going so well. But so the Duffer Brothers have said that it's probably going to be 4 or 5 seasons
It's
and then out.
yeah, and then done. Right.
I think that maybe, possibly, it is a possibility to, for the fourth season, they're probably going to have the same characters, but in the fifth season, they might even have it either as when they're adults
Right.
or like do the it thing or have a prequel like explaining,
Yeah.
I'm sure like this has happened before, like maybe a 60s type thing
Oh,
or like
60. Ooh.
40s, like World War II or something like that. Like that would
That
be
would be cool.
cool. I don't know. It could go any direction, really. We have no idea. They haven't even confirmed a season 4,
Uh,
but I'm
well,
sure it'll happen.
I'm sure they will.
Yeah,
Because
it'll happen.
I think I read season 3 was like it opened up to the largest opening for any Netflix original period.
I think I saw it was uh it's the most watched web TV series since I guess Netflix is technically a
Yeah,
website. It's the most watched web TV series even in the off season when they're not making
a
any
record
episodes.
26.4 million US viewers watched the thing
Well, the thing
on
is
the
though is that
weekend.
you think about that and it doesn't seem like a big number like
Oh
compared
yeah,
to other numbers, but then you really think about how many people have Netflix and it's like,
right.
oh crap, wait, that is a lot for Netflix.
And it that number is about 17% higher than season 2, so it's really only going up. So,
Do you think that the second season was also their biggest opening ever
uh
for a
like
Netflix original? I don't know. I don't think Netflix originals get a whole lot of hype, or a lot of them do at least. Stranger Things is obviously the
that
biggest
was one of the
Netflix original.
first ones that was like, shit, this is huge.
Yeah, it's gained a massive following. Like I guarantee you, Netflix, like the number of people who have bought Netflix has grown like tremendously. Like massive amounts of people have signed up for Netflix exclusively because Stranger Things
Oh
has
yeah,
come out. It's gained such a wide following. I love it. I
same.
love the show.
It's extremely good. I've watched it since since back in 2016. It's a damn good show, and I really hope the season 4 lives up to the seasons before it.
Yeah,
But yeah, so that
yeah.
was a
I don't
Stranger
know.
Things review.
All in all, I think it was my favorite season
Favorite
yet.
season, yeah.
It might be one of my favorite TV shows that
Oh
I've.
shit! Before we stop, we gotta talk about one more thing.
All right.
Fucking post credit scene.
Okay.
Fuck.
All
Episode
right,
of
boys.
Demogorgon.
Now,
Or it's the same one. I don't know.
I I think it's possible that it could be one of the ones that Steve was beating the shit out of, but it just
Yeah,
escaped.
right.
Or maybe it was the one that was thrown through the window of the buyer's house by
Mhm.
Elle when there was that big reveal that hey, Elle's still alive in the second season.
Yeah.
Maybe it's the original one, who knows? Or maybe it's just a new one. But either way, I think the Russians have a have a gate
Yeah.
I think they are in possession of a gate already, and maybe they were trying to have a portal.
Okay, and I don't think the American behind the door is Hopper. I think it could
You don't,
possibly be Dr. Brenner
Dr. Brenner.
from
That's what
first
I was
season.
thinking. That's what I was. Wait,
'Cause
first
he's still
season.
out there.
Dr. Brenner.
Not the one from season 2.
Oh, who are
The
you
one
thinking?
you're
Dr.
thinking of.
Brenner.
The evil scientist from the
Evil
evil
scientist.
doctor.
I'm trying to think back to the
He was
first
like the main villain of the
season.
first, other than the Demogorgon, I guess.
Dr. Brenner. Oh my god.
Yeah, that guy.
Oh, I forgot he was a person.
Yeah, Papa.
Yeah. Oh, that very well could be him.
Because
I
he's
thought
still
I thought you
alive,
were talking about the
technically.
doctor from the second season who
No,
you
no, no,
thought
no.
was bad, but then he ended up just being like, okay,
That
yeah,
guy's
here you
cool.
go. She's your daughter now.
Obligatory rest in peace, Bob Newby. Rip in the
To who?
chat. Bob Newby from the second season, bro.
Dude, Bobby. He
He
was
does.
working at Radio Shack. Maybe
He
Radio Shack would
deserves.
still be around.
He deserved to live a longer life.
He did. But then again, if Netflix names a character Bob, you know he's gonna get killed off. You know he's gone. Yeah, I don't know. All in
Yeah.
all,
There's
I'd probably give Stranger Things a 9 out of 10.
as a series, I agree. Probably a 9 out of
Well, 9 out of 10, I think, for as a series and the season
and
too.
season. Yeah, right.
But there were only a
Season
couple
two's
of issues that I found.
season two is probably like an 8, and season one's probably like a 9.
Yeah, yeah. But still, I mean, none of it's bad by any means.
Oh yeah, it's all great.
It's all good.
I'm gonna be rewatching this shit.
Yep. Oh yeah, for sure. I'll have to rewatch it at some point. Uh, so I've been saving up some money for a project I've been working on.
What kind of project are we talking about here?
I'm trying to build a computer.
A
Yeah, I know.
computer.
Exciting. Um,
Exciting. I'm so excited.
but I want to talk about it real quick because I think that's one of like sort of my new hobbies is looking
Right?
around for parts, like sort of starting to assemble it, starting to buy it. It's it's really fun.
Really.
It's yeah,
I
so
know I know jack dick about computers, but you can talk to me like I'm a 4-year-old.
well, I was just gonna talk about it real quick, just mention it, but so originally I thought building computers was you literally have to
You
wire
literally
everything.
have to build
You have to
every part of the
actually
computer.
build it. Yeah. But I only
That was my
recently found
conception
out.
too.
Yeah, I only recently found out that's not the case. You just buy the case, you buy like the motherboard, the everything, all the aspects of it. And
Right.
it's just been fun. It's been really fun. I enjoy it.
That's cool.
Uh you're using a Mac right now, aren't you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Thanks for outing me.
But no, that's not bad. That's
I
not
know.
bad at all.
I was
I've used Macs, and I mean they're not bad at all. I think they get too much hate for what they are.
I agree. As a Mac user,
But no, yeah, building a computer. Uh, if anybody wants to donate to my computer building process, and
hey, how
yeah,
long have
hit
you
us
been
up
doing
in
it?
the comments. I started the idea a couple of months ago. Now I sort of began to think about it, and I actually started with the help of our good friend Nicholas.
Nicholas.
Yeah,
All
he
right.
suggested me a website. I asked how he built his computer because I don't know if you know, the guy has a crazy setup. He is a
Yeah,
Twitch streamer, so
I'm
he kind
sure.
of has to, but he has a really good setup, and he built it all. I remember when he built it, and he was talking to me about it, and I don't know, it's been fun.
I think
Yeah.
Nick is the first person to even that I heard to even refer to building a computer, and
Oh yeah,
I had the exact thought process that you did, where I was like,
yeah.
"How- Nick, you have to build that shit,
Nicholas.
Nicholas."
Nicholas, how do you do that? Teach us your secrets, Mr. Renaissance Man.
Uh, I, my parents like to act like I'm so tech savvy. When
You are. You're pretty tech savvy.
eh,
Hey, you're
uh,
pretty good.
when I do shit like fucking turn off the router and turn it on again. Although my
Yeah.
dad's a tech savvy, I'll give him.
Yeah, your dad seemed pretty cool when I met him.
Every time that I fix some shit from basic, she's like, "Wow, you're really good at this shit."
Hey, how'd you do that? Must be a wizard. What is this witchcraft?
What is this?
But no, yeah, I'm having a lot of fun doing it and assembling parts. So, like I said, anybody wants to donate, hit us up in the comments.
You gotta get a Patreon, man.
I do. We do need to get a Patreon.
Everyone's got a Patreon.
Everybody does have a Patreon.
The cool
Even if
kids.
you have like 2 subscribers on YouTube, you still
Even if
have a
literally
Patreon.
no one will donate to you.
Even if literally nobody listens to your podcast.
Nobody.
Nobody, dude. We need some more. We need
It's a
some more
quiet.
listeners, boys.
It's a quiet room right now. I'm not gonna
As
speak
of
for the
right now,
future. We'll see.
we will hopefully amass
Yeah.
bigger following.
Right.
I don't know. I think I think this is a worthwhile project, and I know
I agree.
we both have a lot of fun, producing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna tell you about this weird as shit movie I saw, and I
All
think
right.
you're never gonna see.
Okay.
Uh,
Ooh.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna have you watch the trailer.
Okay. Right
Okay.
now, like live reaction.
Live
All
reaction.
right. You
I
send
might
it on over to me.
I might not put it in the video, but whatever.
uh, just
Okay.
include like a picture for every few
Right,
frames,
right, right, right. We'll do
so
a
it's like
three.
really bad.
I'll include a frame for. I'll do like a 3, 2, 1. Start
All
watching
right.
it. Oh shit. Okay. Yeah, I've seen this twice now.
All right.
So if you're interested in if you're actually interested in seeing it, then I won't tell you all.
Okay.
Although
Hmm.
I don't know, we'll see.
All right. So you want me to count it down? Ooh. Okay. I have heard about this movie. I'm not 100%
Okay.
sure on what it is. So do you want me to count down when I start watching it?
Right. Okay, so yeah, just start at 0 and then press play in like a 3, 2, 1 type beat.
Okay. 3,
3,
2,
2, 1.
1. All right.
Oh,
A24.
fuck.
Familiar with them?
I can't wait to go to the festival.
Does that discount Seth Rogen? That's what he looks like. Ooh. It's what's his name?
Oh,
Is this a scary movie? Babe, what's happening?
what's happening, man? Oh shit.
Who's that?
Fucking Swedish guy.
Oh, they're on a
Or a plane. A
on a plane.
transition.
Oh, holy
Let's
crap,
go,
dude! That's the
boys.
guy from Transformers. That's the driver guy
Which guy?
from the fifth one. The rally guy from the fifth one.
Oh, okay.
What is this?
Oh shit, you're right. No.
Yeah.
I'm never gonna watch this movie the same way.
What's this movie about? This
Shit's
is
about to hit.
not what I had imagined for this movie. What is this place?
It's like
All
another
right, this
world.
is like a ritual.
Oh, hey.
Special properties.
Fuck.
Oh, is this a cult?
Absolutely not.
Like Ben Kenobi there or something like that?
Hey. He does look like him. Get clapped.
What is this?
Fuck.
That is not what I thought this movie was at all.
Alright.
So, okay, so
Samar. or Midsommar.
I
Whatever
saw.
fucking call
So the only thing that I knew about this is that it was A24, and
it. Right, A24,
I knew A24 from the Jonah Hill movie, mid
mid
'90s.
'90s,
I think
Midsummer mid
A24.
'90s.
Yeah. Um. So mid '90s was a skateboarding movie.
Was it any good?
Um, from what I remember, it was pretty good. It
Okay.
was it was actually sort of similar to Stranger Things, in that it
Right,
was just a bunch of kids
but
who
the
just went
nine.
around and cussed away at every problem.
Yeah.
But I expected A24 then, after seeing that, to be, that sort of company.
Yeah, I
That's,
get it.
and then that's not what I expected this to be, though,
Right.
at all.
Okay.
So, from what I saw of the trailer, it looked like they all went to Sweden and they just had like a really bad acid trip. I don't know what really
Okay.
happens.
Would you
So
like me to tell you
yeah, you can go
what
ahead and explain it.
happens?
Yeah.
All right. I I really like this movie.
Okay.
Uh, so I'm just gonna explain everything, and uh, I'll fill in the details in my head with
Sounds
the
good.
Wikipedia plot summary. Okay. So the movie opens, right? Oh, actually, I can show this. Okay. So the movie opens. Spoilers for Midsummer, by the way.
Yeah. Spoilers for
God
Midsummer
damn,
if you
spoilers
haven't seen it.
everywhere. Okay.
Yeah. Also, if you're listening on Spotify, if you want to see the pictures that Julius has included on the
Go
YouTube,
ahead and head over,
yeah, head over to our
head
YouTube.
over to our YouTube channel.
But also, if you're
Hit
watching
subscribe
on our
button.
YouTube channel and you don't want to see the pictures, go and listen to our Spotify. It's also the Misfortune Podcast. All right, go ahead.
Okay. Uh, actually, that's copyrighted. Never mind. So,
Oh, damn it.
no. I was considering playing music over talking about.
Oh, okay.
Uh, but anyways. Oh, by the way, be sure to hit that notification bell because we upload every like 3 months. So
Hell yeah. I
you're
have
gonna
bands,
need it.
so it's hard for me to upload, but we will try to do it as much as possible.
It's gonna get buried in your notifications.
Yeah, here pretty soon we're gonna have uploads daily. We're gonna have a daily 2-hour podcast.
Okay, so the movie opens and it's like, all right, here's all the studios that run this shit, right?
As usual.
Yeah, like A24, all that shit. So
Mhm.
the movie opens. I'm like, all right, I'm about to see a scary movie. Let's get it. It opens with this shit right here. Here, I'm typing in a chat and I'm gonna show it into the.
Okay.
It opens with this mural, and it
Let's
plays
see here.
with this really weird. It plays this really weird, like almost fairy tale like music, and it's
This
like,
looks like a Sublime
oh.
album cover.
And then it shows for about like I want to say 10 to 15 seconds, and then it like
Okay.
cuts the movie. So I didn't have time to process everything. So I was like, what the fuck? It's gone.
So it's one of those movies that like has uh like information to the
About
movie, but
later on,
you won't understand it until you get
right?
deeper into the movie. Okay, I've seen those movies before.
Yeah. Uh, so after the mural shows for a little while, the music stops, and we show like this snowy forest.
Ooh, Rent and
Uh,
Door again, boys.
and it's really weird. It like cuts around. Everything's still in this forest except for maybe like a tree or two moving.
Is it one of
Everything's
those things where it makes no sense at the beginning?
yes,
Okay, I've seen those.
and it's
Like
like
it has literally like zero value to you at the moment.
right. It's still and stuff, and it like does a couple shots and icy stream in these trees, and there's this like singing going on in the background. I assume it's Swedish, and it's like
Of course, it's Sweden.
of course it's
Of course.
the
You ever
movie.
seen the movie Troll Hunters?
I've heard of that one
Oh
actually.
my god, dude. That's what
Is it
this is
any
giving me
good?
vibes of. No, it's terrible.
Okay.
It's so bad, but I mean it's interesting.
Okay.
It's all fake, but I mean, yeah,
Right.
it's bad.
Um.
But go on.
So it's all these shots of the snowy forest for like 30 seconds, and then it hard cut, like a hard cut.
Oh,
Hard cuts to like a super zoomed out shot of this neighborhood, and it's all snowy, like the forest. And whenever it hard cuts, like it interrupts the singing. It interrupts the sound of the singing with like a telephone, fucking ringing, like. And it does that a
okay.
couple times, and it does this, the camera does this really cool shit where
This
it
sounds like
zooms
a
in.
this sounds like an indie movie so far. Is this an indie movie?
Kind of is.
Is it
The
like
style.
is it a yeah, I was about to say, is it made like an indie movie, but it's not an indie movie?
Yeah, in some respects, yes. Sometimes fucking
Okay.
cinematography is beautiful as shit.
Huh.
It's nighttime. Every time it zooms the house, every time the telephone rings, it zooms in on the house like a but,
Okay.
and then it finally zooms in on the house, and then once the telephone stops ringing, you have a missed call from the main character, Danny. She's the girlfriend who throws up on the plane. The trailer.
Oh, okay.
Uh, and she's calling like, "Yo, I got this really scary email from you guys." Uh, so she's calling her parents and her sister who live together.
Okay.
Uh, she's calling them and saying she got a really scary, saying some weird shit. And the camera pans over and shows a bunch of pictures. It's super dark. It's like
Wait,
middle
I'm
of the
sorry,
night.
pictures of what?
Pictures of the family, and like
Oh, okay.
and like, uh, and so the camera like pans, and it shows the two parents sleeping in bed. They're both asleep.
Ooh,
Then
frightening.
yeah,
Couples.
ooh,
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 something
ooh,
I'll never get into, a relationship. Ooh.
rip. Then it cuts to her like super paranoid about the email. The email says, if I can remember, it's everything's going black. Mom and dad are coming to. Uh, and she's like super paranoid of this shit. She portrays it really well. She's like, oh, like she has that feeling in her stomach. It's like, oh shit, something's wrong. Uh,
See, if she wouldn't be a typical millennial and not check her email every day, then like
you goddamn millennials and your goddamn
this wouldn't
emails.
be an
We
issue.
should be worrying about Hillary Clinton's emails. How come we're not worried about them emails yet?
Hell yeah. Come on, righties. Rally with me.
Anyways, uh, so she's like, so it turns out her sister's bipolar.
Ooh. Okay.
And she has emailed her. The Danny has emailed her multiple times,
All right.
and with no response. So she calls up her boyfriend. Her boyfriend, a guy from Transformers,
All right. Rally driver from Transformers.
who doesn't. Hold on. He's in Transformers 4, right?
4. Yes.
Okay. Doesn't he have an entire scene explaining daughter?
Why he what?
Why he can fuck Mark Wahlberg's daughter?
Yes, he does. He's like, I'm guarded under statute 69
Oh my
420.
gosh.
This is I can fuck your daughter at will. Like, what?
It's the dumbest shit.
I know. Uh,
Anyways.
the Romeo and Juliet statue. Apparently, it's
Oh
called.
god.
Uh,
That movie's
hey,
so
fun
bad.
fact: Michael Bay made up this entire statue for this movie. He got it really licensed and everything.
Wow, really?
Yeah, true fact.
True facts. Wicked.
All right, go on though.
Okay, anyway. So the boyfriend from Transformers 4
Right.
calls the girlfriend and is like, actually, I'm protected under statute 6914.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, not
No,
again.
no. It's not the same character as.
Good.
he's super douchey about all this, right? He's like,
It sounds like the same character.
hey, 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 babe, you okay? And she's like, yeah. And then he starts talking about how like this is probably a ploy for attention, and he has like zero empathy for her, and she's like, oh, it's fine, whatever.
Wow, what a
So,
dick.
and then she calls her friend, and she starts crying. She was holding she was holding back her tears whenever she was calling her boyfriend. So her
Aw.
boyfriend isn't like, oh man, not this again.
Aw, you pussy.
Ugh.
Quit crying.
So she calls like her friend, and her friend's like, man, just dump his ass if he can't like go through this shit with you. She's like
Nice.
taking medication and stuff. So then after that little conversation, it cuts to Transformers 4 boyfriend in a diner with three other
Oh.
guys. The Swedish guy, his name's Pele, I think. He's the one
Pele.
that's gonna
Alright.
take them to this place. We have Josh, a guy who's really intent on writing his fucking thesis because they're all doing a
Josh.
PhD. And then there's the dude from the Maze Runner. Who
What was his
he's the
name?
dude with he's
Galley.
Galley, right? It's fucking Galley.
He's the guy from Bandersnatch too. He was in that.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Side topic. Did you watch Bandersnatch?
I didn't. I want to watch it though.
It's so
Okay.
good.
I think so. I just finished one of the TV shows that I'm watching, Initial D, an anime,
Yeah.
racing anime. By the way, it's awesome. My favorite
Awesome.
anime that I've watched so far. Go and watch it. I'm about to finish Breaking Bad. I just got onto the 5th season, the last one.
Okay.
And so most of the time I watch 3 TV shows. I have maximum 3 TV shows that I watch at the same time.
At a time.
So when I finish one, I have another one to take up its slot, right?
Right.
And so I think Black Mirror is going to be next. I think I might watch Black Mirror.
Black Mirror is really good. I think Bandersnatch is my favorite episode, although it's like its own thing.
Yeah.
Black Mirror is really good. I actually have not watched all of it, but it's actually extremely good, and I do recommend you watch it.
Nice. Well, I have Black Mirror, Better Call Saul, and anime-wise, One Punch Man next up on my list. So
One Punch Man is so good.
yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Nothing beats Initial D though.
Deja vu.
It's so good.
All
right, go on.
Right, so Galley from the Maze Runner.
All right.
Dude, stop fucking sitting on the fence, man. Like, dump her. He sounds like such a fucking men's rights activist. This is literally abuse. This is literally abuse, man. And so, and then the Swedish guy. Okay, so he says it different in the trailer. In the trailer, think of all the Swedish women you'll get to in a couple months. He actually, in the movie, says, think of all the Swedish women you'll get to impregnate.
Oh no.
And then Josh is like, bro, why can't you just write your thesis?
Come on, guys. Why can't we just go back to our dorms? I really just want to write that thesis.
You gotta write that thesis.
Come on, guys, let's write that thesis.
And that's actually why Josh is going to with everyone to Sweden, with him to Sweden.
So Josh is going to Sweden so he can write his thesis.
So we can like get inspiration or a topic.
Oh, about his thesis. Okay, yes. That makes sense.
And so, the dude from Transformer 4 tries to leave the table. Galley is on one side, and the other two. Galley won't move, and the Transformers 4 guy is like, oh, "God, you prick!" And so he goes around the other side because he gets a phone call from Danny.
Oh.
And I forgot to mention in the previous scene, Danny, after she talks to her friend, gets a call from an unknown number. So
it was just a star 76.
Transformers 4. Actually, I'm tired of calling. His name's Christian. Christian.
Okay.
He picks up the phone and he's like, "What's wrong?" And she is just like devastated. She's like, "Oh no." Okay, I didn't mean to say it like that. Oh no. No.
Hey, might I add, Christian is a really white name.
Christian.
Like, that's getting up to Kyle levels, and we don't want to get up there.
I have an uncle named Kyle.
So he drinks Monster every day and yell at his dad.
Kyle, he can break through walls. Anyways, So yeah, she picks up. Is like, oh my! She's like fucking. She's devastated, like painful crying.
Yeah, what happened?
So we cut back to the house inside of the garage, to the
Ooh,
house with the parents in it and the sister.
parents
So
dead.
we have these firefighters coming in the garage, uh, and the scene starts, and there's like this fucking droning violin music playing, like bang, unsettling.
All right.
Firefighters go into these two cars that are parked in the garage. They take the keys out of the ignition. They were on. The cars were on.
Ooh.
And then we see at the back, the exhaust pipe, we see hoses taped to each of them. And so we follow the firefighters through the house, and the hoses go upstairs, and they go into the parents' room,
It's frightening.
where the doors, like the bottom of the doors, are duct taped, and only the hoses go through.
Okay.
And so they open the doors to reveal that the parents aren't sleeping; they're fucking dead.
That's frightening. I really don't like
all
that thought.
shit. Disturbing.
That's very disturbing.
And so we pan away from the parents' room, and there's like this hallway, and it leads to the sister's room. And
Right.
like sitting there in front of her desk, the hose goes up to her mouth. She has like this mask on, and she taped it on. So she put the hose in her mouth,
Can't
and
escape.
she has fucking throw up everywhere on her shirt. The computer screen is right above her, and it shows all the missed messages she got from Danny. And then it cuts to fucking Christian, who's just like walking around in the snow, like oblivious to everything. And then he sees Danny, and he's like, "Oh shit, my girlfriend's sad."
So did the sister do this?
Yes, it was a double murder suicide. And this
Ooh,
is to everyone.
classic.
Oh, the classic. Absolutely. So we then cut to the Christian and Danny. Christian's comforting Danny on the couch as she's fucking like bawling. Okay, so this guy, the director who made this movie, in both of the movies, he's like really good at making like people cry disturbingly. Disturbing. The best word I can use.
This movie sounds. So I've recently sort of started getting into the horror genre, but not the real horror genre, like the horror, but at the same time mystery genre.
Right.
And the thing that started me off with it is Get Out.
Oh,
Movies like that. That is a great movie. That's one of my favorite. Probably one of my favorite movies actually.
Yeah.
And that's the thing that sort of movies like that. And this sounds a lot like Get Out, like a Jordan Peele type.
Okay. Yes, but like the tone is like so weirdly like it's like the director's own in a way. It's like really weird.
Okay, so it's unique.
Right. So
yeah, okay.
The camera goes above them. They're sitting on a couch like right next to a window, and they go through, like the camera slowly goes in through the window, and it's like snowing hard outside. And then the credits start. Midsommar. What the fuck?
Oh wait, we're only at the credits? Jesus.
Yeah. I'll explain the rest of the movie pretty quickly. I just love that.
Yeah.
The rest of the movie is them. They all go to Sweden. No one wants Danny to be there, but they fucking.
Just break up with your girlfriend.
No, goddamn. Vice versa. They go to Sweden, and it's like this their Swedish friend Pelle's like tradition. It's like, oh, this shit happens. So they make it there, and really they take drugs.
Of course.
It gets really trippy.
What do they do? Edibles?
They do like this weird shit in the bag. I can't even remember.
Shit in the bag. Cocaine?
No, I think it's like shrooms or something. Yeah, I think it's shrooms. And they have really weird trips. Like they put their hands on the ground inside of their hands.
Wait, repeat that?
They put their hands on like the ground, and like grass is like in like
Oh, it goes through their hands.
Kind of goes through their hands. Yeah,
Oh, I have a dream like that all the time.
it's creepy.
That
Are
sounds
you on
creepy.
shrooms, bro? Are you on shrooms?
No, just like dreams, you know.
I was kidding. So they make it to like this festival called Midsummer, and it happens like every 90 years. And so
With the festival's called what?
Midsummer
Oh, okay.
has this like really, so it's like this really weird like it's pretty much all white people, and they have like a bunch of white clothing on and shit, and they
Yeah, I don't know
all
how many black Swedish people I know.
true. uh, I don't know how populated Sweden is
I
by
don't
white
either.
people, but so they do a bunch of weird rituals and shit, like pretty much what you'd expect from the trailer. Uh,
Huh. Is it a
uh,
cult?
yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
The movie has a big theme of like empathy, like the boyfriend has zero fucking empathy, whereas like the
Ooh.
people in the cult like take empathy to the extreme. Like if like one of the characters starts like deeply crying, and they start deeply crying with her, and it's really weird. Uh,
Hmm. Like a hive mind type thing, eh?
right. So I'll really only go into detail. Sane scene in the movie. So beforehand, so the guy makes a remark. The Swedish guy makes a remark. We look at life like the seasons. 0 to 18 is the spring.
Okay.
18 to 36 is summer.
Hmm.
36 to 54 is fall. And then 54 to 72 is winter.
Now, is it called Midsummer because these people are
These
like
people
mid
are
20s?
around, yeah, right. Uh,
Ooh,
and one of the characters asks,
double entendre.
why does it stop at 72? And the Swedish guy's like, and he like cuts along his neck, uh,
So wait,
metaphorically.
they uh, they kill them off when they're 72.
Right. So it's this really slow build up. It's called an attestopon, and the characters can't look up what it is out there. And
There's no
so
internet.
no, they all
Ooh,
build up. It like builds up. There's this really old couple, like these two really old people, like I'm assume 72, and they're all at this dinner table or like this dining table, and they both have these drinks, and you think, oh shit, they're gonna drink some poison and kill themselves. They don't. See, these guys come out with these chairs, and they carry the chairs up to this huge ass cliff,
oh,
and so they cut the old people's hands. All the people are watching from below. Cut these dudes' hands,
sacrifice, sacrifice.
and they do this like weird thing where it's like shit on top of the cliff, and one of them's a woman, one of them's a man. The woman falls over. The woman jumps over. She fucking hits a rock, like
Wait,
a big,
voluntarily
yes.
jumps over? Okay.
She hits a big ass rock. It's like, uh, one shot. It's one shot. In the next shot, it's like it shows her face is gone, like gory as shit.
Uh,
Then the old dude jumps over as well.
like the Spider-Man 3 fall.
Yeah.
What's his name? Got fucking crushed on the way down.
Oh. So the old guy jumps, but he goes legs first, and you hear it.
Oh, crunch.
Right.
Ooh.
And so then,
Skate 3 style.
right. And so then it shows his fucking leg. He's still alive. And it shows his leg, and it's like he's like, oh, and
Dang, what a trooper. Time
all
to
the
go for
cult
another jump.
all the cult members are like, ah, empathy for each other.
Mhm.
And so the scene is set up where this guy has like a big ass mallet. Dude with the big ass mallet goes over and crushes his head.
Just crunches it.
Yeah, just like
Is it just like a clean, like, just all the way through?
no. See, they bring in about 4 more people to do the rest.
Ah, gotta take turns.
Yep, and it shows every single time.
Nice. Sounds like my kind of movie.
It's epic. But yeah, it's like a really good movie.
Is it? Well, I might tune it. So in the end, what's the whole twist? Like, what's
the twist?
Are they killed?
Okay, so they're all pretty much killed off in different ways.
Why are they killed?
Okay, so the dude who wants to do his thesis takes pictures of these journals that he's not supposed to, and he gets whacked.
He's angered the beast.
This other dude, the galley from Maze Runner, is flirting with a woman, and so they went off to do the dirty time act fun.
Right.
And
as you do,
he got fucking skinned.
Got skinned.
Yeah. They don't show it.
By the woman?
Show the aftermath.
Why'd you do that?
By another dude. Okay, so this movie's actually kind of fun. This movie's actually kind of funny. So Gally he's like, man, I gotta take a piss. So the ashes of they took the ashes of these old people that jumped off, and they threw them onto this tree. That's where all the ancestors' ashes are.
Oh, he went and just took a piss on the tree.
He went and took a piss on
Oh, nice.
Fucking tree. And so this one dude is at him, like, put your fucking disgusting dick away, dude. And he's like, and so he's just
That's awesome.
And so later on he wears the skin. He wears the skin.
Oh no. That's terrible. Like the guy from Men in Black.
Yeah, except
God, that's terrible.
Swedish guy doesn't die because he's a member.
Yeah. Does he help with the killings of the main characters?
Maybe that I'd say in a sense that he's like there sometimes, but he's just really part of the cult.
Is this festival, like, is it designed to lure people in so that you can kill them? Like, is that the point?
Okay, so at the end of the movie, so there's this like little challenge you have to do beforehand around you remember the green pole sticking out of the ground?
I do, yeah.
Around that, all of the women all of the young women, I assume, from the cult have to dance around it until they fall over.
Until they fall.
Yeah, to show their stamina. Danny wins. And they crown her the May Queen. She has a bunch of and shit on her. Another weird thing about this movie is there's a bunch of like the backgrounds like constantly like distorting and but like subtly, and it's like you're on a trip. It's really weird.
Huh.
And so she becomes the May Queen. So after sex scene, this Christian guy goes out and he finds the corpse of one of the guys he was with, and oh shit. And then the cult captures him, and they make him unable to move and unable to speak, and he's in a wheelchair. But he can still like look around and shit. And so every Midsommar, I doubt any of this shit is real, by the way. Midsommar is actually real, but like none of this is in there.
Ooh.
I don't know though.
I wouldn't take my chances.
So at the end of Midsommar, the May Queen requires 9 sacrifices. 4 are to be the people from the cult itself. 4 of them are to be new people from outside, and one of them is to either be a cult member who volunteers, someone of the Queen's choosing. So the Queen chooses her boyfriend.
Man, what an asshole.
No, he fucking cheated on her. Sexy.
Nice.
She watched that shit. So
nice, but that's still you don't kill your boyfriend over that.
It's set up earlier, like this weird triangular temple, yellow. So they take all the bodies into there, some of them are like really weirdly decorated. Like one of them has a set of arms coming out of like their armholes. Fuck, what it's like branches from a tree.
Okay.
Gally is dressed as a jester because he's a fucking uh
He's
and
clowning.
and so and so and everyone else who joined to this on this trip to Sweden there as well. So Danny or no, Danny's boyfriend, they put him, since he's unable to speak in, they put him inside the corpse of a bear with his face inside the mouth with the hole cut out. And they move him into the temple and they just light that shit on fire.
Ooh,
And
that's an interesting way to kill someone.
the movie or like it temple is pretty much like burnt, like it's done. And Danny's like crying and shit, like like coughing, just so emotionally overwhelmed. She looks at the temple and she just like kind of starts to develop a smile.
Oh, so it's one of those things where one of the main characters who you think is like with the group, she turns bad, and at the end it's like it's a twist, and it ends up like she joins the thing or something
It
like
can be
that.
interpreted that way, but the way I saw it, she was just so happy to be done with her fucking boyfriend, and
Oh,
and
so
she was
really, that's the main problem with the movie is that she's pissed off at her boyfriend.
well, yeah, because he has absolutely zero empathy for her situations, kind of like addict her for getting her birthday and shit, and
Oh, can't do that.
and she has like no family, like she's lost an 11 family,
Yeah.
and so the movie's really about her like integrating with this new family.
So does it
Cole.
end with her smiling?
Yes, and then a Frankie Valli song plays.
Huh. That sounds like a very interesting movie.
It's weird as shit,
It sounds like it.
but
So
yeah.
so does it ever go back to how her sister killed her parents? Like, why did she do that? Or is it just
Um.
like a typical, like
Okay.
she's insane or something like that?
So
Or
the it has to do with the seasons, right? Like that's the motif. Because the beginning starts in winter of her parents' lives, and the summer and shit, like the new era.
yeah.
So maybe that's why. Uh, she also just has a lot of emotional trauma from the
Oh wait,
main.
so did her sister know about the did her
About
sister know about the cult, and that's why she killed the parents, or
no,
is it
no, no,
just one
no.
of those things that like
At the
it's
beginning,
related?
the event, any of this, uh, that to me was just a way of putting her through some emotional trauma, so she can like, her as a character can be like isolated, but then
Yeah.
like reintegrated at the end with family.
Hmm.
Really
So in
weird
the
movie,
end, she joins the cult.
pretty much.
Yeah. See, I don't. That always creeps me out when I see movies like that. Like
Yeah,
in the end, the character ends up going to the other side or whatever.
right.
Like
Agree.
especially in movies like that, where it gives you just like a really creepy vibe.
Right. Creepy
Yeah.
as shit.
But still, no, that sounds like an interesting movie.
It's really good. I have to ask. I don't know if you did, but have you seen Toy Story 4
I did.
on a different note? Okay.
Okay, I I got back from vacation. I went on a back-to-back vacation because I have two sides of the family that my parents aren't together,
Hmm. Yeah.
uh, and so I have two sides of the family who I go on vacations with. And first, I went on vacation with my dad, and then I came home for literally like a weekend. I think like 2 or 3 full days, and then no, I got back that Friday, like in the middle of the day, and then Monday I went to Galveston. So while I was in Galveston, we stayed at both a hotel. Um, so I while I was in Galveston, we stayed with some of my parents' friends, and also um, I'm sorry, some of my mom's friends and stepdads, and we stayed in a hotel. And while we were staying with one of my parents' friends, um, they had some little kids, and I was with my two little siblings, and so I woke up after we stayed the night at their house, and they were like, "Yep, we're going to see Toy Story."
Let's go
So I
see
was like,
it.
"All right." So I went and saw Toy Story. One thing I want to point out from that movie,
Okay.
so it's crazy to think. So the first Toy Story was the first fully animated movie in that style, like not drawn out,
Fully computer animated.
fully computer animated.
Right.
The new Toy Story, it looked beautiful.
Okay. I kind of want to go through this step by step because I
Okay,
love I love Toy Story. I love all of the Toy Story.
really? I didn't
I've
know you were
watched
a Toy
them.
Story fanatic.
I've watched them since super young, and I still think
Yeah.
they hold up really well like movies today.
Oh, they
Um,
for sure do.
the first one is fantastic. I think it's. I mean, I can't really rank them in my mind. They're all just so amazing to me. Toy
I
Story
think
2 is.
ranked. Well,
What
sorry.
what would you say?
In my opinion, I think ranked wise, it goes 1, 2, 4, 3.
Okay.
But none of them are bad by any means.
I love all of them. And
Yeah,
you're
they're
right. You
all
can
amazing.
see it's awesome because like first one 1995, second one, third one 2010, fourth one 2019. Uh,
The
the
lighting and the
evolution,
shading,
it looks so amazing.
it's
I
like
I
it's
was
literally
shocked.
like if toys were real, except it's sort of animated and humans don't look like real humans.
Yeah.
It's in a
Uh,
different, style, but it looks like it could be real.
uh, but I thought Toy Story 4 was really nostalgia beat the shit out of me on my first viewing.
Oh,
I love Woody. He's like one of my favorite fictional characters. I just
but he's great, dude.
uh Toy Story 4 was very good. You had my boy Keanu in it. Uh
Keanu, dude,
he was Duke
what an
Kaboom.
adorable guy.
Uh but yeah, I just thought it was a very good movie and a great
Yeah,
continuing of the story.
I'm surprised they brought what's her name,
Bo Peep.
Bo Peep back. So the
Yeah.
reason why I thought um Bo Peep left is because the same thing with Doc from Cars, which that was my animated movie. That was my animated
Yeah.
series. Unfortunately, the second one sucked.
Third one's all right.
Third one's not bad at all.
Not bad.
But Cars was my animated movie, and I thought the reason why Bo Peep was out of the picture
Cuz she
was the same
died.
reason. Yeah,
I thought
the
so
the
too.
actor died, like Paul Newman.
Uh
But nope.
to be a little less meta, I thought the reason Bo Peep wasn't anymore is cuz in the story she just broke or some shit like someone dropped her and she was like, "Oh shit, I'm
Just
dead."
shatters. Like there's a deleted scene from the first Toy Story
Where Woody
where
looks over the remains of Pete.
Woody,
It's a
no,
crime
Woody
scene.
and the gang, like it's the morning and they wake up and they're on the bookshelf and they get up and they get on the ground and they step on something. They're like, "What's going on here?"
What
And
the
they look
hell is
down and
this?
there's just shattered remains of her.
Puppy! I wouldn't put it past me. These movies are sad as shit.
They are, dude. Some of them are really sad. This one, I was watching and my stepdad started crying. Well,
Oh,
I think at least
I was
that's what
close
he
a
said.
couple times. I was
I
close.
started tearing up, but I mean, Toy Story was never a massive thing to me. Like, so now looking back on it, it's been revolutionary.
Right.
But I mean, it was never like a really big thing for me. But at the same time, I've seen all the movies, I watched them all,
Yeah.
and it's still really sad to see, them all go. And that
Yeah.
was very sad how.
Spoiler alert! I repeat, spoiler alert! If you have not seen the film Toy Story 4 and do not wish to hear important plot details, skip ahead approximately 1 minute.
how Buzz was like, "She'll be okay," and then he corrects himself and he's like, "Bonnie will be okay," and then he
Yeah,
goes
that
back
shit
and
was dope.
he abandoned. I never thought that Woody would abandon them.
Uh, right. It like Toy Story may not be your series like how Shrek was. I would just never other than Shrek 1, I did watch Shrek 1.
I
I
can't
just
remember the last time I've watched
I
any Shrek movies.
never got into that. Shrek 2 is good last time I remember. Shrek 3 is shit. I can't even. And then the fourth one is
Shrek the Third. How many
it's
are
just
there? Are
kind
there
of
like
there.
5 now?
Um,
There are 4, and they're coming out with the 5th
they're
one.
coming out with a fifth one. Yeah.
Yeah, Mike Myers, my boy.
Okay. I just another off-topic thing. Megamind is super underrated
Dude, Megamind is hella good.
as like a movie. It's really good.
What, Jonah Hill, Will Ferrell? Wait, that's not. Is that Will Ferrell?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, that's Will Ferrell. Megamind is really good.
It's like a really good movie, and I always watch it.
Yeah.
My boy, I can't remember the name. It's really hard to pronounce. Like Shafrilla's. I don't know, some shit like that. Shafrilla's
Ooh.
production. He did a video on why it's like a super movie, and I watched it. Really good video. I'll probably link it in the description. But
Yeah.
okay. On another note, on another like DreamWorks tangent.
Yeah.
Okay, Shark Tale is like my biggest guilty pleasure.
Oh my god, dude! I can't remember the last time I watched Shark Tale, but I remember it was terrible, and I remember
It's
there was about to be a. I never thought I'd say this, but there was about to be a fish sex scene starring Will Ferrell, or not Will Ferrell, Will Smith.
it's not a good movie at all, but I really enjoy it because it's
I can't
dumb
remember the
as
last time I've
shit.
watched that movie.
Uh, but yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Do you like Over the Hedge? I feel like that's split movie on
Over the
likes it,
Hedge.
who doesn't.
It's been a long time since I watched that as well. I need to start. I need to rewatch like all the old movies. I had it on DVD. Um, over that, I think it was a good movie. I mean, it's
Right.
the animation style is. It's not the animation, but like how humans are depicted. It's weird. It
Also,
looks pretty weird.
people fucking fight me in the comments. I don't give a shit if we ever get comments. How to Train Your Dragon movies are
They're what?
they're overrated.
Yes, I agree. I second.
Thank you. My God, they're
I
good, but
watched.
like they're not that good.
I. They're not that good, and I think the only reason why people are starting to say like it's a good franchise is because the last one made you sad. Like I watched the last one, it was
Oh, did you
sad,
watch it?
but I watched all of them, and
Right.
none of. Or did I watch the second one? Yeah, I watched the
I
second one.
can't remember for the life of me what happens in the second one.
I can't
Dad
remember
dies.
either.
Spoilers for How to Train Your
I guess the
2014.
dad. I don't remember, but it's just
I just could
it's
never
not
get
like
into it.
amazing. Yeah.
I could never get into it.
Wow, we went from Stranger Things to Midsommar to DreamWorks movies.
This is the movie episode.
Yeah,
The movie episode, boys.
the movie episode. Yeah.
Okay, let's stop talking about that shit. You got any topics? You got any other topics?
Well, I'm not sure how long have we been recording for.
I don't know. Probably longer than an hour. I want to.
I think definitely longer than I think like an
Hell
hour and a
yeah.
half, close to. What TV shows are you watching? Are you watching any?
What TV shows am I watching? Well, at the current moment, I'm rewatching Stranger Things.
Oh, you're rewatching the third season?
Yeah, I'm obsessed with it.
Nice. No, yeah, so am I.
I'm stuck right now.
You
I'm
are?
stuck on JoJo, and I can't keep moving for some reason.
JoJo's next. I'm watching One Punch Man before.
JoJo's really good.
So I'm watching One Punch Man before I watch JoJo because One Punch Man is shorter and JoJo's still
Oh
coming
yeah,
out with
JoJo's
still
is
coming out with
pretty long.
episodes. Is
Uh,
it? Well,
First
so
part's really bad. Sorry,
yeah.
first part is like boring. I
Yeah,
wanted
it's
to
hard.
skip it
That's
so bad, but
pretty
you
good.
gotta watch it for
Okay.
the rest.
Well,
Second part is way better.
yeah. From
Third
what I
part,
remember, you said third or fourth is your favorite.
fourth is my favorite.
Okay.
The fifth one, the one that came out recently, I think it's over or it's close to being over.
Yeah.
I can't get into it. People will probably fight me over that because it's people's favorite. But I'm just stuck in the middle of it right now. Maybe I should keep going. Maybe it gets better. I don't know.
Well, how long is JoJo?
How long is it?
Hmm.
Well, the first part is about like 8 to 9. They're all 20 minutes. Second season about
Oh, they're 20 minutes? That's short.
second season's like 12 to 13, I think.
Huh.
Or then the third one, holy shit, the third one. I think it's like 40 something episodes. But it's a
Yeah,
huge adventure, so
that's what Initial D is like. It's the first season is definitely the long.
super
I think
short.
there's
Oh, or long.
no the first it's Initial D is split up really weird. It's the first season's 26 episodes, I think.
Okay.
The second's like 15.
Right.
The third isn't a season, which I wish they would have made a season because uh they could really put more into some of the story arcs in the third. But
Mm.
the third one, it's not a season. They made a 2 hour long movie.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, but and then the fourth one, I just finished the fourth one today actually. Like I said before we started recording, and the
What
fourth
do you rate it?
season is. Hmm?
What do you rate it? What would you
Or I
rate
read
Initial
like at
D?
a 10.
10. Damn.
No, out of
Damn.
10. Out of 10.
Oh, out of 10, yeah.
Um, I'd say probably 8. Well, okay. So the
All
thing
right.
is that me being a car guy, I'm gonna rate this higher than most people would because people see the first season, and I don't. Have you seen any of it? Have you seen what the first season looks like?
Uh, I can look.
So yeah, the first season it looks bad. It looks
Right.
really, really bad. But by I think well, as far as the cars go, so
Oh.
Initial D,
Oh.
yeah, Initial
Oh.
D, it everything except for the cars, except for like really fast moving parts, is anime. But
Yeah.
cars,
Right.
it turns into CGI.
Okay.
And this show was the first season I think was made 95, and there was nothing back then that could have given them what they needed. Like no
Right.
programs like were really designed for this purpose. And for that reason it just looks bad. Like I'm
Mm.
sorry to say. That doesn't mean the show is bad. I think the first season
1998.
98, okay. Well, still
Yeah.
that doesn't mean the first season bad by any means. I
Mhm.
love the first season. But it gets better and better as it goes, and that's one of my favorite parts is that the art style in the second seasons, it's weird, but it gets better. And by I think the third season, they have all the CGI down. Um, but I mean, I love watching how far it goes, like how far it's come since the beginning. And there's just some plot stories that I feel like they sort of ditched, and they shouldn't have. Um, I have actually opted not to watch
Ooh.
the last two seasons,
Why
which
is that?
is um well, I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this. I watched the entire show dubbed.
Oh, you're a
I
dub
know.
watcher. You're a
I am.
goddamn dub
I
watcher.
like dub more than sub. I'm sorry.
Fuck
I love
you.
Japan. I love Japanese stuff. I'm
I
gonna
love
start
I
learning
love the
Japanese.
Japanese. I love.
Um, but I prefer dubbed more than subbed, and for whatever reason, Funimation just decided not to acquire the rights, or not acquire, but they just didn't dub the last two seasons, the fifth stage
Hmm.
and the final stage. I think the reason why is because sales weren't very high as far
Right.
as the show goes. Um, but still, even so, I would have liked to see um I would have liked to see the fifth and final stage because the voices are really iconic.
We can dub it.
Um, however, however, uh, according to people, the fourth after the fourth, it doesn't get any better. Like it
Right.
gets worse. It goes
That
downhill,
sucks.
and it doesn't really add very much to the story. Like it's just straight racing from then on, which I like racing, but it's a TV show, so there has to be some sort of story.
I have a question.
What's that?
Has there like been a show where you like the story just got like so shitty and boring before it even ends, before you've even watched it all, you just kind of like stop and you're like, I'm done with this shit. Past like first episode, like a couple seasons in. Do you have any of those kind of shows?
Well, it hasn't. This show that I'm thinking of. So I watched The Office.
Yeah. Oh.
After Michael leaves, it doesn't turn terrible like by any means. It's not a bad show after that.
Season 8 is the worst Office material, which is probably better than most other comedy shows on TV.
That's true. But that, I mean, it wasn't terrible, but that made me sort of want to stop watching.
Right, it was difficult.
I'm trying to think about all the other shows. I haven't actually watched a whole lot of shows so far.
Me either.
My first anime, so Initial D is my second, but my first anime, Soul Eater, that got boring at times. However, I did watch the entirety of Soul Eater, which is 51 episodes, each one being an hour. So I watched 51 hours of Soul Eater while on vacation in New York in 4 days. So I spent a lot of my time in New York watching Soul Eater.
Anime can be tricky when you have to catch up on 400 episodes.
Oh yeah, that's why I'm never watching One Piece.
It's sad. I've heard really pieces actually. It's like no one's really that willing to take it up because it's literally 1,000 episodes.
But I mean, yeah, Initial D. It's my favorite anime that I've watched. It's one of my favorite shows. It's given me some of the best reactions I've ever had.
Awesome.
As far as holy shit, this is crazy. Because me being a car guy, like there was a part where the main character, Takumi, in this second season, he's doing a race. I forgot what the name of it was, but where you have to tape your hand to the one of your hands to the steering wheel.
Oh shit.
Which makes it to where you can't turn your hand as far as you can, which like that's the only time they've ever done something like that in the TV show. Most of the time it's like legit race. Obviously, there's a limit to how legit you can get with street racing, but
yeah,
they do like legit races. But then gum tape death match, that's what it's called, and he does it against the guy who cheats. But in the show, Takumi, the main character, he's known for being an amazing driver who can adapt incredibly quickly.
Of course.
And so this guy tries and hits Takumi.
Ooh.
And I think from what I remember, he succeeds in hitting Takumi. I think this is the episode. And he succeeds in hitting Takumi. So Takumi completely spun out. So he puts his car in reverse. Keep in mind, this is all slow motion with Eurobeat going in the background.
Yeah.
He puts his car in reverse, and he does a full 360, and he keeps on going. And I went...
Damn.
I went fucking crazy when I saw that. I was going insane when I saw that, because that's such a cool guy, such a cool thing to see as a car guy.
Yeah.
So I think Initial D has given me some of the best reactions I've had.
Do you have anything to say about the music?
Eurobeat it would have never gained as much popularity, and so Eurobeat, it's European. It comes from Italy, I believe.
That's what I get. Eurobeat.
But nobody would have ever made the connection from Eurobeat to Cars had it not been the sound producer from Initial D, which he has worked on. Like, the sound producer from Initial D is known as like a legend producer for like a lot of anime. Like, he's done Pokemon, Dragon Ball Z, Bakugan.
Bakugan, banger show.
It's been a long time since I heard of Bakugan. But Eurobeat's become so iconic, and originally I just thought of it as a meme. But and don't murder me here for being like a weeb, but I've actually started unironically listening to Eurobeat.
I am a weeb as well. Do not worry. You are safe here. You are safe.
It gets me real excited when I listen to Eurobeat.
Okay, I have to ask if running in the 90s is used to any good effect in the show or like scene.
So Running in the 90s it's obviously known as the most popular song
Yeah.
from Initial D. It only plays once, from what I remember, and it's in the
Oh,
fourth episode. The fourth episode of the show, and that's it. But I remember, from what I remember, I was going crazy when I heard that song.
yeah.
But
You're like,
um,
oh shit.
it was used to very good effect. But Running in the 90s, in my opinion, is actually not the best song from there.
What's it called?
What do you mean? What is the best song?
What's the best song called?
Ooh, probably No One Sleeps in Tokyo. I gotta say,
Let me
it's a real banger. Starts out with a guitar solo, which
we'll
is
listen to it.
weird for Eurobeat, but it's that goes crazy, and
Dude.
but I mean, I don't know. Eurobeats, it's so iconic, and I don't think it would have ever made the connection from itself to Cars if it hadn't been for Initial D.
Okay. I just thought of something. I don't know if you want to
What's that?
save this
All
for
right.
another episode, or if we could just do it right now. This is a pretty long episode.
It has been pretty long.
You know what? I'll save it. I'll save it.
Okay.
But okay, I'll just say it. I'll just say it flatly. Next episode, I'm gonna have Caden react to JoJo openings.
Ooh.
I'm gonna have him react
Ooh.
and the endings, possibly in another
endings.
episode.
Ooh. That's one thing that Initial D does not do very well. It's the endings. So the endings of Initial D, imagine 80s MTV, but
Right.
in Japan.
Oh no.
And it's like music videos, and it's Japan. It's so weird, and it's like photo shoots of Japanese girls. There are flowers everywhere, and then it's just a cut to some guy with a really weird haircut, just leaning against a car or something like that. It's so weird, so weird. But I don't know. Initial D for me, it's become one of my favorite TV shows, and I'm sad because I'm not gonna finish it because it's really not very good from what I've heard, and I can't watch
that
it dubbed.
sucks.
But either way, from what I saw, it was very good. It was a good TV show. However, I'm not fully done with Initial D because there are 3 movies, adaptations of I think the first like 2 or 3 stages, seasons, but they're called stages.
Okay.
And it's dubbed by the same people who did the real voices in Initial D, which actually one of the guys from Initial D who voices Keisuke Takahashi, he does voicing on the other anime that I watched. He plays Death the Kid. So, fun fact for you there.
You will find a lot of mutual voice actors in different
Especially
anime.
in Funimation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, how long have we been recording?
Who knows?
All right. I'm going to end the
Probably
episode here.
more than an hour and maybe an hour and a half. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, you want to end the episode here?
Sure.
All
Thanks
right,
for listening, guys.
Yeah, thanks for listening.
Every listen is appreciated.
Very
Anyone
much
who's
so.
willing to sit and listen to this is just.
Listen to 2
I'm
guys
so grateful
talk
for
about
you, dude.
whatever they want.
Whatever the hell they want.
Hey man, whenever we become, famous and popular, maybe
Whenever.
you guys could, whenever, it'll happen. Maybe you guys can come on the show and be like, you know what, I've been listening
was there,
since day
man.
one.
I was there,
have you as a
goddammit.
guest. Speaking of which, I believe we are planning on having guests.
We are.
And in the near future, maybe not next episode.
Maybe a couple episodes from now.
Yeah, but still, it'll be exciting. So,
Until the next one.
yeah.
I guess
Until
we'll
then.
see you guys later. And
Yep. You guys
we
have a
need to
good
come
day.
up with like a slogan or some shit. Don't have misfortune.
Don't have misfortune, guys.
Don't let misfortune rear its old head.
Yep, what he said.
That's a good one.
What Julius said. All right.
Thank
you guys for watching, and we'll see you in the next episode.
Bye.
Bye, guys.